Welcome to a presentation of Ridgeline High School Sports on 104.5 The Ranch and CashValleyDaily.com. Brought to you by The Cater Shop, Advanced Heating and AC, Castelite Brick and Tile, Rio Brazilian Steakhouse, Cache Valley Auto Care, Les Olson IT, Adams Wealth Advisors, DD Auto Salvage, Great Basin Graphics, Preston Watts Auto Collision, Planet Fitness, Napa Auto Parts, Young Automotive, and Cache Valley Daily. Now it's time for the Ridgeline Riverhawks on 104.5 The Ranch.
Welcome to tonight's broadcast, coming to you from Cottonwood Heights here in Salt Lake County. Hello to our friends back in Cache Valley. We are at Freestone Field for a matchup between the Riverhawks of Ridgeline High School against the Bengals of Brighton High. And to begin tonight's broadcast, I'll introduce ourselves to the show real quick. Let me try that. Okay, hi.
Oh, there you
I'm
are.
Keith Schertz, and we'll have Lance
I'll slide over.
Campbell. He's my broadcast partner tonight. Lance and I will be bringing you all the action tonight here at Freestone Field. They just are having the coin tossed out there, but keys to the game tonight. First things first, the Bengals for Brighton. They were semifinalists in the 5A playoffs last year here in the state. They went down to the eventual champions. They had a ton of pressure that they would do on the defensive side of the ball. They had 3 people graduate who had over 10 sacks last year. This year, through 2 games, only 2 sacks. How does that bode for the offensive Ridgeline?
Well, that's exactly what they want to see. They want to come into a defense that's maybe not as aggressive, especially pressuring the quarterback. I mean, if you give Nate time, that's exactly what he wants to see. So this fits their offensive game plan for sure.
Yes, and obviously Ridgeline, the combination of Nate Dolly and Graham Livingston has been historic. Both of them are finding their way into the all-time Utah high school record book right now. Nate Dolly already 8th in career passing attempts in the state, 8th in career passing completions, and he's on his way to moving up the chart on that. Graham Livingston, 11th right now in career receptions. He will crack into the top 10 as the night goes. And he's currently, Livingston, 9th in America in total receiving yards.
Wow. I like that. Good stats.
Hot start for the season for the key combination for the Ridgeline. And with that, we'll get ready for kickoff here. And we'll get things underway here. First quarter getting ready to go in about a minute's time or so. And the other thing that'll be important for Ridgeline tonight is defensively, they're going to have to find a way to deal with Judah Valley, who was last week's high school player of the week.
Yeah, that's definitely been a point of emphasis this week because they're prepping is they know that they found a way to run the ball last week to help them get past Weber, and that's been something that the defense has been focused on is the run and how are they going to slow down that rush attack.
Valley is slight. He's only 5'8", 155 pounds, but the sophomore found a way to rumble for 235 yards on 33 carries, scoring 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, definitely. Like just watching him warm up, we were commenting before the game. I love saying that, by the way. Or I talked to somebody before the game. That's always fun. But yeah, not a big kid. I mean, he's just fast. Not a lot of size.
Elusive.
Yeah, elusive.
So it's one of those, you're going to have to wrap up the fundamentals of handling and tackling one of these littler guys, right? Be tough. The other thing, too, is there's a lot of big offensive linemen on that Brighton sideline. So sometimes when you got a little back like that, sometimes it's hard to spot where he is. And we'll see tonight how Judah Valley runs and if he stays nice and low.
That's a great point because they are some big guys for sure.
So Ridgeline going to kick to start the game. Their defense will be the ones to start. And the Bengal offense will get a chance to try to make their mark. Now, they have gotten off to incredibly slow starts this season. Through 2 games, they lost versus Davis. They lost 56-21, and then last week got down 21-0 before mounting the comeback to win 38-31. So here we are. We're getting underway.
And it does look like it's Braxton Perry to kick for us.
Braxton Perry sends it deep. It's going to be caught near the 7. And here comes Brighton. Brighton breaks across the 30-yard line, and they get great starting field position to begin the game.
Yeah, Braxton pushing him out of bounds there. That's definitely not the start they wanted. They wanted to pin him back a little deeper.
So taking the field now will be the Brighton offense. That's Rice Palapoy, the quarterback. He is a junior. Career 56.1% completion percentage. He has about 1,500 yards in his career, just under it, and 15 touchdown passes, 14 interceptions. Comparable numbers to begin this year. 4 touchdown passes, 4 interceptions through his first 2 games. And of course, for Ridgeline, everyone always talks about Crew Jones for their defense.
Yeah, and they've got really good linebacker play. I mean, really, there isn't somebody out on that field that isn't a big playmaker. Let's see how they go here on the first down.
So, Brighton getting ready. 2 wide receivers to the right. They hand it off, and there's Valley. Valley finds his way and rumbles forward for 7 yards. That's just elusive again.
Yep. No, I think you nailed it when what you were saying with those big offensive linemen, and I can't even see him as he goes back to the huddle.
No huddle. They're getting back into formation. Shotgun. 2 receivers out wide, 1 to the left. Valley to the left of Palapoy. Getting a new call in from the sideline, making an adjustment. Play clock not on here locally. Snap, handoff again to Valley. Valley breaks loose, gets through and across the 50-yard line and moves the ball into plus territory for the Brighton Bengals. And 2 plays and 2 absolutely huge gains.
Yeah, he's getting a full head of steam there, and he's not getting touched till he's 5 yards into the Ridgeline defense.
Same set this time. Valley sitting to the right of Palapoy. 5 defenders on the line of scrimmage for Ridgeline. Snap taken, Palapoy hands it off, and he's tackled behind the line of scrimmage and
Clark
swallowed up.
That's one of their strengths there is they bring that pressure, and Cooper is so fast off the edge that he didn't even get a chance to get started on that one. And that's what you need to slow down that run is the pressure inside and then coming fast off the edge.
Be interesting to see how many people load the box for Ridgeline as they continue to handle this, because passing has not been part of the real identity of this Brighton offense. Snap taken, quick handoff again. Valley up the middle, finds his way back to the 50.
Yeah, definitely bringing that extra person up on the line has already made a difference in these last 2 plays.
So here we go, 3rd down, 11 to go. Great scenario for Ridgeline to find themselves in. 9:50 left on the clock here early in the first quarter. Opening drive. And so far, the plan has been hand it off.
Yep.
Another snap. Quick pass goes to the outside, and that's completed to Oakley McKnight.
And Braxton Perry with the stop there didn't bring him down, but stopped his forward momentum enough to hold him on 3rd. Now we got 4th and 5.
4th and 5. And Brighton leaves the offense out. Still sitting in the gun. 2 receivers to the left, 1 out wide past the hash.
Look for a hard count here to try to get the defense to jump off.
There are almost 10 in the box.
Yeah,
right now for the defense.
They were looking for the free first down there, so let's see what they come in now.
And they take the delay.
Yeah, that's good defensive play there to stay home. You're excited. You got them 4th and 5. You don't want to jump off sides right there and give them a free first down, and they held their water really good.
All right, so back to punt is Evan Price for the Bengals.
You got Brady Cook back to receive for Ridgeline.
And Brady Cook going to receive and bring it back the other way. And there's the punt. A lot of pressure. Fair caught at the 10-yard line, and that's where Ridgeline will take over. Now Ridgeline moving from right to left as you see it and you hear it. Ridgeline wearing their all whites, white pants, white tops with the bright green and blue, navy blue trim.
I don't know if you want to call it navy, but it's close. It's close.
Dark blue.
Dark blue. We'll just go dark.
And Brighton tonight wearing the classic bright orange with blue tonight. All right, so here comes the Ridgeline offense, their first time. Nate Dolly comes out. He's in shotgun. 3 receivers to the left. There's a jet motion by Livingston. Snap taking, play action, pass goes to the outside. It finds Livingston, and that's a catch for 8 yards. And with that catch, Graham Livingston enters the top 10 in career receptions in the history of Utah high school football.
I was going to say, so how many does he need to get to the next one?
He just needs one more to put him in ninth, but that ties him right now with Chase Roberts, who you may have heard of as he is an all Big 12 performer at BYU. Just something I'm sure Mr. Livingston wants to accomplish as well, as he is a BYU commit. Here comes the Ridgeline offense. There's Dolly. Snap. Quickly handed off to the tailback. He's brought down, but not before he makes some damage. That's Crosby West on the gain.
Yeah, it's always good when the defensive tackle will throw you for an extra 3 yards towards your end zone. So he picked up an extra 1.5 yards to 3 yards there. They want to establish the run early, I know that.
Shotgun again, 2 to the right, 1 deep to the left. Dolly, quick swing pass, and it's stuffed. Stuffed quickly by the Brighton defense. And that was Hansen on the stop for Brighton.
Yeah, I think now Brighton, when you look at their previous 2 games, they like to have 4 down linemen and stopping the run, and now they're daring Ridgeline to run the ball with these 3 up front.
Well, that's one of the things that'll be important for Ridgeline to prove as the season goes along, right? They need to find someone to make their run game threatening. Dolly gets ready. He takes the snap. Quick handoff again. It's West. West dragging his way up the middle. Good, strong run as he gets up to the 30.
Great push by the offensive line there to give Crosby West a good run there for 4 yards, 4-yard gain.
Yeah.
It's always good when your linemen are out there leading the way and knocking people over on their way down the field.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Big 3rd down early in the game. 6.5 minutes left in the first quarter. 0-0 on the scoreboard. First drive for the Ridgeline offense. Play action. Quick throw downfield. He finds Livingston, who drops the football.
Yeah, it looked like he caught that. Looked like he caught it and had a couple steps before we saw the ball on the turf there. So now, yeah, you're 4th down. You're somewhat deep in your own territory here. Not the opening drive they wanted to have there.
So they picked up a first there, but it looks like they are going for it. And here comes Dolly. He's got a tight end in, no one in the backfield with him. 3 wideouts. He looks Livingston's way. That one is caught, and it's right at the sticks. Forward. And he finds his way to get that first down.
Yeah, they're definitely giving him the first down there, and we had some controversy last week with one of those similar situations, but that was a great pickup, and he muscled his way for the first down.
And just because we're curious, we did the research, so we'll just share it. That puts him 9th in the history of the state of Utah. He passes up Cade Moore from Lehigh High, class of 2017. So 1st and 10 there, big 4th down conversion to keep things going. Really putting Brighton on their back foot is going to be really important for Ridgeline in this one.
Yeah, you want to get them on their heels fast, and you want to get those. I mean, they're big defensive linemen. You want to start wearing them down with that run.
1st and 10. Dolly in the gun. He's got Fia to his left. Snap taken. Fired downfield on the dig route, and he finds Lishman
Yeah, Owen Lishman finding the hole there in the coverage, and what's nice about that is he had Noah Fia for that shorter pass, so he had a guy in between and was able to get the ball right in the hole there to Owen, and for a great grab there for a first down.
Good blocking up front, gave him plenty of time to let that progress.
Absolutely, they're doing a good job with the pass protection.
Fia again to the right now. Shotgun, snap taken, handed off, Fia up the middle. He's met by a group of Bengals led by Sebastian Ramirez on the tackle there.
Yeah, he was able to squeeze off the right guard there, just enough time to get a slip right and get into the tackle just for a 1 yard gain.
2nd and 8. Trips to the right. Snap taken. The mesh. Fia runs up the gut. Big push by that offensive line. They turn what was stuffed into a 6 or 7 yard gain.
Again, you got some great offensive linemen there for Ridgeline. You got anchoring by Cooper Wilson at center, and then you got Kyler May and Easton Hammond, Tayson Knighton, Cade Barrett. A great push up front to get us another gain there on a good run.
Empty backfield, 5 wides, 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Ball on the 40, positive territory now for Ridgeline. 3rd and 4 is how they have that on the board. Quick dig route, and it is broken up. Good defensive breakup by Trey Harper, and it is 4th down again.
It was. It looked like Brady Cook was wearing him like a coat there as he tried to catch that pass. It was definitely a blanket.
So another big moment here, 4th and 4.
You know, the ball on the 40, there's no doubt what they're going to do here.
Nobody the short side of the field, overloaded to the right side. We have a timeout?
No, I think he's just stop and play for some reason. I mean, we haven't had a play clock, so I don't know what the question is. But it wasn't a timeout. The head referee's just killing the clock for some reason.
Lishman comes out. They bring in Crew Jones. Sometimes they like to bring him in on the offensive side in sort of special circumstances.
So they're telling him to fix the clock to 3:40, and they'll start it when they snap the ball.
So no play clock is causing some havoc here early at Freestone Field.
Not sure what happened there. It's a fancy scoreboard. You would think they could just put 3:40 on and hit go.
You would. So that aside, beautiful campus here.
Absolutely.
What a fantastic setting for football tonight.
Yeah, it's not hot. This is like perfect temperature up here on the box. This is great.
Just a tiny breeze, but not enough to affect throwing or anything like that. It'd be great. All right, no one to the left. At tight end, we got Jones. He's lined up. We've got 4 to the right. Play action, and it's found on a seam, and it's complete, and it is going to the end zone, and that is a touchdown for Ridgeline.
You know, they go with that double tight end package, and everybody's got eyes in the backfield and on Crew Jones' side, and they forget about how great of a threat Hunter Knighton is, and he just goes up, finds the hole, looks back for his quarterback, and ball's right where it needs to be, and there's nobody within 5 yards of him, and he goes for 6.
So a great response, a couple of 4th down conversions, partner.
Yeah, that was an impressive drive. You know, when you're taking that much time off the clock too, you want to keep their offense off the field, give your defense a rest, and that's a great drive on the opening series here.
Braxton Perry on for the PAT, held up, and it is good. So he's 7 for 8 this year on the PATs, and Ridgeline early in the first quarter strikes first. 3 minutes and 33 seconds left. 7-0 for the Riverhawks.
Beer issue. Cache Valley Auto Care.
From what's happening in local political elections to breaking news to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CacheValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CacheValleyDaily.com.
The Mountain Crest Booster Club encourages you to support the sponsors that support the Mustangs. Skaveland Roofing, Pool Orthodontics, Reed's Pharmacy, Airbound Gymnastics, Blue Water Construction, Midco Landscaping, and Ridley's Market. To join the Mountain Crest Booster Club, contact the Mountain Crest Athletic Department and support the sponsors that support the Mustangs.
All right, welcome back. 7-0 on the scoreboard. There's the kickoff. And Perry sends it deep. Received all the way down the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Yeah, that's a lot better. We're going to start in better field position than that first series when Brighton was able to start at their 30-yard line. So this is exactly what they wanted. Kick one into the end zone, get a touchback, let your defense start where they want to.
And so for Brighton, they were able to run 7 plays last time they were on the field. 6 of them were handoffs to Judah Valley.
Yeah, I'm imagining they're going to come right back to that run on first down.
Palapoi in the shotgun. Valley to his right, the sophomore, diminutive sophomore. Big offensive lineman, hands off to Valley. Valley escapes a tackle in the backfield, finds his way to the outside where Livingston meets him and pushes him out of bounds. He still gains 1.
Hard hit by Livingston coming with a full set of steam. I thought they had him held in the backfield, but he somehow put his hand down and kept going.
Lining it up again. 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left for Brighton. Valley standing next to Palapoi. Palapoi sets back. He fires to the left, and he is able to make a connection with Oakley McKnight. Second time they've done that tonight. Complete for about 6 yards.
Braxton Perry and Cooper Clark out there to push him out of bounds about the 30-yard line. Real close to a first down. Oh, they're giving him a first down. Late decision to give him a first.
I see. Are they moving the sticks or not? Because they still have a 3.
Yeah, he told them to go. He didn't even look back.
Okay,
honestly.
so they gave him first down on that.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Between the clock and the sticks, there's been some issues early here. Palapoi takes the snap, gives it off to Valley. He's met in the backfield. That's a TFL.
Brought down by Landon Perkins in the backfield. Helping the kid he just ripped down, put his jersey back on, and he's going back for some more. No, sorry. Was that? It might have been Cohen Richards. I apologize. I can't see very well. Did you see?
It was Cohen.
It was Cohen. Okay. Give Cohen Richards credit for that. That was great off the edge.
Another shotgun look. Scrambling, rolling out to his right. Palapoi finds his man. It's another first down. Completed Mason Linton, and he's forced out of bounds by Hunter Shally.
You know, Cooper coming from that back edge, they think that, you can leave those guys unblocked, but eventually Cooper will catch those guys from the backside.
So this will be an interesting part of the development of this, kind of remaking their future Brighton team after they went to the semifinals. They're kind of reloading. Their ability to make plays with the quarterback will change everything for them.
Yeah, because right now everybody knows they ran the ball hard last week, and that's what they want to do this week.
There's a flag stopping the play.
False start.
False start. On Brighton, they'll start 1st and 15. So they give a little gift to Ridgeline. Ball sitting on the Brighton 36-yard line. Brighton set up in a spread formation. Valley to Palapoi's left.
Ball's
Fumble.
out. Cohen Richards scoops it. Yes, gets to the 20-yard line. Oh, they're marking him at the 21.
Big turnover. And now Ridgeline will get to begin in the red zone. They're ready to roll.
Quarterback and running back there having some words with each other, just trying to figure out what happened on the exchange there, but the ball clearly did not get sealed by the running back. and Cohen right there to pick it up and scoop and almost get a full steam into the end zone there, but that was a great turnover.
Well, this is, as a feature back, this is really Judah Valley's second go-around here, and also a Palapoya junior. So we got a sophomore and a junior back there. That mesh action is hard to manage as a fumble is caused. Here comes Ridgeline. Dolly. He's got Livingston to his left on the bubble. He throws downfield instead, and it's almost intercepted. It is intercepted. Ooh, they called it down.
Yep, hit the turf. The other corner there was almost there to catch it off the deflection there. But that was one thing, is you saw how much the defense shifted as soon as they put Graham in motion, and that was exactly what Nate was wanting to see, is how they shifted. And then you have Owen, I think that was intended for Owen Wishman.
It was.
And maybe it could just been some miscommunication, mistiming there, but they'll get that one back.
Fia in at running back. In a tight end is Jones. In motion goes Livingston. Looking back, the lefty scrambles to his left. He's looking downfield. He puts it under his armpit and then gains like 3 yards.
That's hard. The field starts to shrink here a little bit, so the routes are a little tighter. Those windows are smaller. Line gave him pretty good time there to find a receiver. It was broken down, and Nate got what he could out of it.
Again, we mentioned it in the pregame, but the Bengals have really struggled. Only gathered up 1 sack all year. That was their hallmark of their team last year. They're not getting a lot of pressure, so that offensive line should execute like this.
Yeah, and that one they only brought 3. Usually they're bringing 4 or 5 every time.
There we see Cook in motion, snap taken, thrown downfield, and that is brought in and tackled. It's going to be first down, and we'll have first and goal.
Hunter Knighton with the reception. You know, if you're going to give Nate that much time to sit back in the backfield rushing 3, they'll welcome that all day long, because Nate has great communication and timing with his receivers, and he'll find those tight windows. And Nate's proved that he can throw them into those tight windows. So bring 3, he's like, thank you. I'll sit back and survey the field.
You give Nate Dolly some time. I mean, he has thrown for almost 9,000 yards for a reason. Livingston goes in motion, play action. There's a rush. He throws it to the back of the end zone, and it's knocked away. Well defended there as the play breaks down. Second and goal.
You know, that was pretty much just kind of throwing it away, but he knows that he trusts his receivers too, that Owen, if he can't get it, he's going to knock that thing down so that the defender can't get it either.
Second and goal. This is the good part about having such a veteran squad. The entire playbook's open. You don't have to just try to force it in and play power football. You can still throw down here. Snap taken, pistol formation. Dolly tries to run forward. He's tackled in the backfield, and that's well defended by Caleb Fa'aotoa.
Yeah, it looks like they definitely brought more on that one than they could pick up on blocks that quick. But yeah, it's bringing up this is a big third down, because Ridgeline does not want to settle for a field goal right here.
You may hear a lot of Caleb Fa'aotoa's name tonight. He is the leading tackler for this Brighton defense, and he is a true, he is a freshman.
As long as you plan on saying it, because I don't, so.
So third and goal here. They got 8 yards to get in there, and we have a timeout.
We'll take it, and we'll be right back.
I have a deal for you. I'll turn the cable back on when you get my kitchen floor finished.
How do I do that in time to watch my team win?
Use the expert help at Castalite. For all your brick, block, rock, paver, and tile needs, Castalite.com.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
DD Auto.
All right, welcome back. We've got third and goal here at Freestone Field. Ridgeline with the lead, 7-0. 34 seconds left in the first quarter. And here we go. You gotta love a 3rd and goal play. It is the best part of the game. Napa Auto Parts, best part of the game. Your locally owned Napa Auto Parts supply parts to over a dozen local Napa Auto Parts care centers. You can count on and trust their ASE certified mechanics. There's the snap. Quick run up through the middle.
And the ball stops, number 0, Hunter Knight.
Just short.
Hunter Knight.
Looks like he's on the 2-yard line.
Brought short. 4th and goal.
This is part of that. They don't want to settle for a field goal. They're going to let it go to the quarter here. We got 13 seconds. They'll let it go to the quarter, talk about it, but I highly doubt that they're going to. Oh, they might try to get a playoff here. I don't know if they can see the
3
clock.
seconds remaining. Under center. And that's the end of the first. So after 1 quarter of play here in Cottonwood Heights, the Ridgeline high school football team leads 7-0 over Brighton.
The most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Find the parts and the oil you need to keep your car and equipment running its best at your locally owned Napa Auto Parts. All the best brand names. And when you need professional help, Napa can recommend a dozen Napa Car Care Centers with ASE certified technicians.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
They really can.
Okay, welcome back. And we come back to an exciting moment with with the ball sitting on the 2-yard line. It is 4th and goal to begin the second quarter of play. And here we go. Power formation goal line. Quick handoff, it goes to Jones. Crew Jones tries to get there, but he is stopped.
No signal. The one's signaling really close.
He stopped.
They're giving him a half-yard short, but God, that was close. Obviously, I have the best angle up here on the box.
Yeah.
You know, he clearly crossed the line in my opinion, but yeah, he's a half a yard short there on that 4th down attempt. But with the way your defense is coming out and they've shut down the run so far in that first quarter, you know, they're okay. The Ridgeline defense they're going to want to get this ball back right now.
All right, so Brighton pinned all the way back. Now, I believe a safety is something that they have done already this year, and an opportunity maybe get another one.
Yes. We thought it was a touchdown, but it ended up,
Quick run up the middle, it's Valley. He gets up to the 4-yard line and gets some breathing room for that Bengal offense.
Crew Jones in on the tackle. We got a Ridgeline Riverhawk down. Not good to see. Can't tell who it is just yet.
6 yards, second down and 4.
Well, an empty red zone position for Ridgeline. That's not something that happens often to the Riverhawks.
No, they've been really good on 4th down so far this season, and yeah, it's not fun to watch them come a half a yard short of the goal line there with their power formation like that. But they'll remember that on the next one, and they'll pound that thing in that same situation again. But I'm still not sure who we got down on the field for Ridgeline right now. They're getting him up, thank goodness. Oh, Hunter Shawley favoring his leg a little bit. Not what we like to see, but it is good that he's up and walking that quick as he comes gingerly to the sideline here.
Yeah, hopefully there'll be a good recovery. Maybe he'll get to play a little more tonight.
Yeah, let's hope it's just a a temporary injury there, and he can get feeling better.
Looks like Colton Clark is now in his place. There's the snap by Brighton. Quick handoff again to Valley, but it's tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They give him a little forward progress, but lost of one.
Cooper and Crew Jones there meeting him right at the line of scrimmage.
Okay, 3rd and 7 now for Brighton. They are on their own 3-yard line.
Yeah, they're gonna. Looks like they're gonna try a similar formation as they've been coming out with all night. They've got an extra lineman there on the right-hand side. See what they try to do if they're
Palapoy sets up, takes the snap, looks downfield. He's hit in the end zone.
And great coverage by Braxton Perry.
Was excellent coverage. He was smothered all over Oakley Knightley. No way he was going to make that grab with that defense.
Great pressure there by Crew, Cohen Richards, Crew Jones, and Cooper Clark putting I think it was Crew that put a hit on him as he threw the ball. And that's he'll remember that one on that right side coming. So his heels are almost on the back of the end zone here to kick. You got Brady Cook back to receive for the Riverhawks, standing about the 47-yard line.
Heels on the back of the end zone for Evan Price. He tries to get the punt up. Fair caught.
Good.
At the 37-yard line, and that's where Ridgeline will take over.
That's the faith in your defense that, like, hey, we didn't get it on that 4th down, but that's a great stop by the defense. I mean, he's a hard kid to bring down in the backfield because he's so elusive, as you've mentioned, and for them to shut it down there in that tight yardage there coming out of the end zone, that's exactly what the defense wanted to do, is pin him and get him to go 3 and out.
So here comes Ridgeline. They take over in plus territory. Dolly sets up. He's got Crosby behind him in the pistol. Play action. There's a hitch and go. Livingston's wide open, and that is a touchdown for Ridgeline.
Let's see if we can do this replay.
Oh,
going to give the countdown?
All right. Hey, we tried to do an instant replay for you to show you. It didn't quite work for us, but that was easy money on that one. That was a beautiful play action, hitch and go action up the right-hand side of the sideline, and Livingston was absolutely, completely
on. That gets your offense in rhythm real quick.
And the kick is up and good by Perry, and that makes it 14-0 in favor of the Riverhawks.
All right, let's take a break, and we'll be right back.
That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations, call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all.
Locker 42. This is the store for Aggie fans. All your favorite apparel with an Aggie logo. Stay warm and fashionable in a cocoon blanket or a coat. Pick out a warm Aggie beanie. Choose a hat from Locker 42's wall of hats. This is the store where Aggie fans shop. Locker 42, downtown Logan.
Welcome back to Freestone Field, where Ridgeline leads 14-0 over the Brighton Bengals. And there's the kick by Perry here in the second quarter into the end zone, and that's a touchback. 10:40 left in the second quarter, where the offense for Brighton is going to take over from their Tony.
All right, I got a couple scores for us. Skyview 7, Spanish Fork 3 with 10:38 in the second quarter. Pleasant Grove 6, Green Canyon 7. Those are the only updates I have right now.
Okay. So a couple close ones earlier. And Ridgeline starting kind of how you'd want to have it go. early on. Here comes Brighton. They're in a classic spread formation. Palapoy takes the snap. He looks left, throws to the right. It's complete and quickly met and tackled after an 8-yard gain.
Jeff Woodland with the tackle out there, and Hunter flying over, and Landon Perkins there to gang tackle as well.
It's the first connection between Slade Taylor and Palapoy. It's interesting, this always no huddle that Brighton runs.
And they like to come to the line, get a play, and then try to get them off sides and get a new play.
Quick throw on the screen, and it's dropped by Mason Linton.
You know, the pressure there by Cooper. Cooper got to the quarterback a lot quicker than he was thinking, and then that ball got out a little earlier, and the receiver, same thing. He wasn't expecting it that quick, and he also had 3 Ridgeline Riverhawks there to greet him as he was trying to catch that ball.
And there was an excellent read by the end there. Cohen Richards read that quickly and then just dove all the way to the outside to take away that quick pass.
Yeah, this defensive line of Ridgeline is very fast, and they can move really well.
Brighton's going to get called for a false start.
Yeah, speaking of trying to get the Ridgeline Riverhawks to jump off sides, some of that's going to cause your big boys to try to get a little head start too. Of course, he's got his hands in the air saying, that wasn't me, I didn't do it. What do you want me to do?
Hey, I had to try to block some people sometimes too, and when you got some big tough guys around you, you do want to get the jump on them.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. If you're looking at the Ridgeline defense, you probably want to get in a good set quick. Oh, I got another one for you. Mountain Crest 7, Logan 0, but that was 8-12 in the first.
Well, we're 10 minutes left. 3rd and 4. Snap taken by Palapoy. Fires, finds his man, and gets the line to gain.
Jeff Woodland pulling him out of bounds there just for the, he got about 3 yards more than he needed to get the first down, and moving the sticks.
First and 10. Brighton on their own 33.
I really don't like not having the play clock here.
Yeah, it is disconcerting. Quick handoff to Valley. Valley gets into the hole, tries to escape to the outside, but Crew Jones says no way.
Dove right at his ankles and like Superman launches at his feet and gets him as he tries to squeak by on that right side of the offensive line and brought him down for a loss of 1.
Another piece of tape for the #1 recruit in the state of Utah for the class of 2027. Offers coming in all over the country for Crew Jones. Palapoy gets his Bengals ready, takes the snap on 2nd and 11. Quick throw to the outside, and it's brought in by Oakley McKnight.
That looked like it hit the ground there, but no, he got his hands underneath it. Got about a 6-yard, nope, sorry, not a 6-yard gain, a 4-yard gain. You're still 3rd and 7 here. Yeah, they like to go with that extra lineman. I don't know how much that's helping them here, but I'm sure Crew's fine with it.
Here comes Brighton, another snap given to Palapoy. Palapoy looks downfield, and it is incomplete.
That was a great job from Hunter Knighton to knock that ball down. He got his hand on it where he was trying to get it right over the top of Hunter to #1 there for Brighton, and he got his hand up just in time to knock that ball down.
4th and 7, and on to the field comes Evan Price for the Brighton Bengals. He will punt back deep. We got Livingston and
Brady Cook.
Brady Cook. Price, no pressure this time, gets the punt away. Heading towards Livingston, it bounces. It takes a Ridgeline bounce, and it is down at the Ridgeline 32, where the offense will take over.
All right, we'll take another break real quick. We'll be right back.
Just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care can. Hear what people are saying online.
They'll always take the time to help you understand what they're doing to your car and you go above and beyond to solve your issue.
Cache Valley.
All right, welcome back. Ridgeline's offense takes the field. Second quarter, 8:34 left. 1st and 10. And there's Dolly. He's in the pistol formation. Hands it off. That's Fia. And he stopped at the line of scrimmage. Maybe give him a gain of 1.
Looks like they're giving him about 2-yard gain there.
Ball's handed off to number 30, Noah Fia. And then wrapped up by number 55, Jackson Fisher.
All right, our video experience is powered by the Adams Wealth Advisors. Adams Wealth Advisors want to understand your family, job, and hobbies and goals, earning your financial trust. Visit adamwealthadvisors.com to schedule a time with an advisor today. 2nd and 8. Just under 8 minutes left here in the second quarter. Pistol. Dolly, hands off. Big hole. Fia rumbles his way through.
He's
30.
Gone.
To the 20, and he's brought down at the 10.
Wow.
A touchdown-saving tackle made by number 36.
Great run right up the middle. The O-line opened up a big old hole, and it was a full head of steam for Noah right up the middle.
Great effort by A.J. Anigbo to bring him down at the 10. But now the Ridgeline Riverhawks are back in business, looking to make this a 3-score game.
Yeah, they put it right at the 10-yard line, so we got 1st and goal from the 10.
Fia again behind Dolly. It's back to Fia. He rumbles up the middle. He gains about 5.
Puts his head down and leans forward for an extra yard there. That was a great push again by the offensive line. Got 5 there.
2nd and goal.
2nd and goal from the 5. This is exactly what the offense wants to do, run the ball. And they've done it on this one.
Establishing the run and having more than one look for this offense will be important if they're going to hit some of the goals that they have for this year.
Yep, absolutely. Spreading the ball out, making an even pass run. Got Noah Fia in the backfield again right behind Nate. And another stoppage again.
The officials are going to talk about the clock again.
See, I hate this kind of stuff too, is it kills momentum too. You've got, you're down 2nd and goal from the 5, and you want to just keep going. You want it to be at your pace, and we're having another discussion by every one of the referees here, and I don't understand what's going on. Okay, so a discussion about what down it was maybe, I don't know, but I have no idea what that stoppage was for.
They're satisfied with where they are. It's 2nd and goal from the 5. Pistol formation. Dolly, hands off to Fia. Fia up the middle. He's trying to work his way, and it's just short of the goal line. 3rd and goal, and what, a nose away.
Yeah, you're right there. They're marking it a yard short. Looked like he leaned forward, got a little bit closer, but no doubt this is a 2-down territory. You got 3rd and goal from the 1-yard line.
Looks like 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, 1 running back. Fia again in the pistol. 2 tight ends to the right. Offset, 2 receivers to the left. That's Livingston and Cook. Cook goes in motion. Dolly runs. It's like a naked bootleg, and he just walks his way into the corner.
A light jog into the far side of the end zone there. Had all the motion up front. Got everybody to go for the Noah Fia run there, and he just bootlegs right back out for a touchdown.
That's Nate Dolly's 3rd touchdown run of the season. And Ridgeline takes the lead, or has the lead extended 20-0. And here comes Perry for the extra point. Snap is held, kick is up, and it is good. 21-0 with 5:48 left in the second quarter here. Ridgeline is in command.
All right, we'll take us to a quick break. We'll be right back.
elections to breaking news to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
The Mountain Crest Booster Club encourages you to support the sponsors that support the Mustangs. Scabelin Roofing, Pool Orthodontics, Reed's Pharmacy, Airbound Gymnastics, Blue Water Construction, Midco Landscaping, and Ridley's Market. To join the Mountain Crest Booster Club, contact the Mountain Crest Athletic Department and support the sponsors that support the Mustangs.
Having a good time.
Welcome back, where Ridgeline is having a dream first half. They're up 21-0 with 5:48 remaining before halftime. Kick sent by Perry, caught at the goal line, and bringing it out is Brighton. They get to the 25, the 27 before. Perry forces him out of bounds. Good return by Kaiser Hartel for the Bengals. All right, pretend you're on the Brighton sideline for a second.
I have to?
You have to.
Okay.
What
I don't have neon on, so I can't go over there.
It's neon night for their student section. They all look like a bunch of construction workers. It's how they made the giant school,
Yeah,
I'm sure.
absolutely.
What adjustments do you make to try to handle that dominant defensive line that's causing them all sorts of problems?
Well, bringing a sixth guy down is not helping so far. Now they've got six there trying to block the four of them.
Quick throw downfield.
And
it's intercepted by Livingston. Livingston taking it back. He's got it to the 30. He's got blockers in front of him. He's at the 20, all the way to the 10. And Ridgeline is going to start again at the 10-yard line. And it's getting ugly.
So you don't want to throw it to Graham if you're Brighton. But they clearly found him wide open there about midfield.
You know the old joke that, the reason that people play DB is because they can't catch the football? Not true about Graham Livingston.
Definitely not true.
Unfortunately, those catches don't count toward your career total, because he would have just added another one, too.
But he could have got some points total, because he did that a few times last year where he ran interceptions back for 6 points. So he could have added to his stats in that department. I mean, this is exactly what you want, your defense having short time out on the field and getting your offense back out. In great field position. We're starting at the 11-yard line, 11 and on a first down here.
All right, 2 receivers to the left, 2 tight ends to the right. Dolly keeps it for himself. He runs to the top, gets about 5 yards before he's driven out of bounds.
You like to see Nate maybe not lower his shoulder right there, but that's the competitor in him to get that 5-6 yards and then say, yeah, you're coming to me, you're going to pay for it.
In the backfield on this possession will be Crosby West. Livingston checks back into the game after getting a breather. Comes in for Cooper Clark. Scratch that for Jet Jensen. Pistol formation, tight end to the left. 2 receivers out wide. Livingston in the slot. Dolly hands off, gets it to West. West gets a few yards before he goes down. Good hard run.
Good hard run and being patient behind the offensive line. Let them open up the holes. He almost had something there on the edge, but they filled that edge really quick and stopped him for a short gain.
3rd and goal.
3rd and 5. We can still pick up a first down. They're on about if we get to the 1-yard line.
Okay, so if they cross the 1, if they get to the half-yard, they'll get a fresh set of downs. Okay, so 3rd and 4, let's say. 4:45 remaining in the second quarter, 21-0. Dolly gets Livingston in motion. He fakes the throw. He rolls out to the left. He's still looking downfield. Flag is thrown on the play. It's going to be a holding call.
Now, it is going to be, but the side judge over there who's got his eyes on that play that's coming towards him, typically that's made by the head referee in the back, and it was kind of, the guy fell down as he turned around right into Crew Jones. I'm not seeing the hold there, but I'm very biased, obviously. but I didn't see, he had 2 guys on him, and they turned, and a lot of times when the ref sees somebody fall down or, as the play's coming that way, it's just instinct to think, oh, okay, yeah, he got held, but that's going to bring him back just a little bit.
So 3rd down and 13 to go. We'll call it 14. So they need 13 yards to keep it going here. Probably 4 down territory.
I would think so. Yeah, the way your defense is playing, why wouldn't you?
Trips to the right. That's Livingston in the backfield with Dolly. Dolly, screen pass to Livingston, who gets it, rumbles his way forward, and scores the scores the touchdown.
What's he pointing over the
symbol.
other guy for? That's a terrible spot. That is a terrible spot.
Did he not get in?
I don't know. Nobody's
saying anyone's down.
They haven't.
No one's saying.
Okay, touchdown. There we go. Okay, I'll call it. They won't call it. I will. That was very weird. No one signaled touchdown, but they ran to go over there and look at the PAT.
So, sorry for the weird call there, but Graham Livingston scores a touchdown set up by his interception, and Braxton Perry comes on, high snap, kick up, and it's blocked. It's blocked.
They've been getting close the last couple of extra points, and it was kind of like we were squeaking them by just barely. In that one, they got their hand on just in time to block it.
So the point after touchdown is no good. Ridgeline, though, in command, 27-0 over the Brighton Bengals.
Now, the way this is going, I'm going to keep us here for a minute and talk about a little bit on that last play, because it was so awkwardly ending where the guy just pointed to his other official, and that guy was like not even signaling running underneath the goalpost. But the speed of Graham Livingston, that guy had a great angle on him, but as soon as Graham gets in open space and he just turns on those afterburners and just jets to the corner of the end zone, I mean, I thought, okay, this guy's got a great angle on him, but that speed of Graham shows right there, and he darts right for the pylon and gets in.
It's an impressive performance, and hopefully we'll see more of him, but Ridgeline, complete performance early on here. The kick goes in for a touchback where Brighton will take over again. 4:25 left in the second, 27-0 on the scoreboard in favor of the Ridgeline Riverhawks.
Yeah, this is exactly what, Ridgeline wanted to come down here, play in Brighton. They've had played really good teams so far, the first 2 games, and Brighton's one of those as well here on their 3rd game, and they wanted to make a statement coming down here on the road. 2 games back-to-back on the road, and how are they going to come down to a new location and play?
And this is a 5A semifinalist from last year versus a 4A semifinalist, and the 4A team is absolutely just wiping the floor.
They're rolling on all cylinders now.
Brighton takes over. They take the field, and there they are getting ready. Shotgun snap. It's kept by Palapoy, and he's just swallowed in the backfield.
I don't know, was that
nice
miscommunication?
To meet you, says Cohen Richards.
Cohen Richards, you had Matt Alice in there. There was a few of them that met him right at the point of the handoff there, or what he was going to do for the handoff. I don't know what happened there. That was an interesting exchange. And they're forcing Crew to come off the field now.
Coming on the field in his place is Ty Paskett.
Looks like he just has a, they'll take somebody off the field for a piece of tape hanging. Like, they're very picky about the uniforms this year.
Brighton, shotgun, Valley to the right. Palapoy fires, hits his target. Oakley McKnight brought forward to the 30-yard line. Will they give them the line to gain? Just short.
Last time we guessed, he just waved him on, but looks like they're
3rd and short.
Just a yard short.
3rd down, a yard to go on the 29-yard line.
Well, huge here for Brighton to pick up some momentum along the way. They need to end the half with some movement here. They went down 21-0, came back to win last week against Weber. They have to make a statement right now. Here's Palapoy. Hands it off to Valley, and he gets forward. That's a first down.
I think is that Jonathan Grohl?
Yes, sir.
6 with the tackle there for a short gain, enough to get him the first down, but brought back for very little gain there.
Yeah, it was a combination of Grohl and Perkins on the stop. Valley has a way of continuing to drive forward and being able to get one. You can stop him the first way, and then he's still going to try to work for a second option. 1st and 10, quick snap, taken, thrown all the way to the outside, where it is met and stopped, but Jeff Woodland quickly.
A gain of about 7 yards on that one. So they're not quite to midfield, and I think the defense has done really good so far in this first half of keeping Brighton back in their own territory and not crossing midfield. See if they can hold them here.
Brighton, 2 wideouts to the left. Valley to Palapoy's left. 2 minutes left in the first half. Palapoy takes the snap. He decides to run forward. Good delay on the quarterback run, and he gets to the 50-yard line. That's another first down for Brighton.
Yeah, that's something I'm surprised they didn't try doing earlier, is getting in a quarterback draw like that, opening up the middle and letting him get the first down right at midfield.
That'll help out Valley as well if you have to start spying the quarterback in some delay. 1st and 10, right at midfield. Bengals take the snap, quick throw down to the left side. It's incomplete, intended for McKnight. Good coverage by Perry.
Braxton with the coverage there. It looked like, I couldn't tell if that was Cooper or Matt Alice that was with the pressure, but right there with their hands up, giving him, getting in his face so he couldn't have a good vision on the receiver there. That was great pressure.
4 wideouts. Even. Valley to the right. Snap taken. Looking left. Fired again to McKnight. Quickly taken down by Perry after a gain of 2.
Great open field tackle, to stop him. And the best thing is the clock's running. They didn't get a first down. It looks like they are going to call a timeout over there from Brighton with 1:15 left in the second quarter. That was the one thing, is like short tackle, short of the first down, and get that clock running, forcing them to call a timeout. I don't know if it says they have 3 timeouts, but I'm not sure if that's, seems like that probably is their first. So
yeah, it's their first.
Left.
I believe that's their first timeout.
I'll step off you here and let you read some of these.
Hey, we want to thank some of our sponsors for tonight's broadcast of Ridgeline Riverhawk football, the Cater Shop, because how you look is the first message you deliver.
See, that's usually the one I do because it's so small.
We also want to say thank you to Advanced Heating and Air Conditioning. At Advanced Heating and Air Conditioning, you can snow schedule your service call at their website, advancedheating-ac.com.
Yeah, I've struggled to speak the last couple games, so I take the shorter ones, and those are the ads I choose to read.
Brighton have the ball on Ridgeline's 47-yard line.
Switching up the coverage right there.
4 wideouts. No safeties back.
Great pressure by Cooper.
Quickly released, caught by McKnight, but stopped short of the first down. 4th down now coming. 1 minute left until halftime.
I don't think he liked to look over there and see a number 10 coming at him with a full head of steam like that.
Cooper Clark unblocked. Probably a bad scenario.
Yeah, when he has a free run at the quarterback like that, that's going to be great for the defense, and he barely got the ball out to his receiver, but they've held him. So now you're looking at 4th down and a long 3 yards. This is exactly what you want to do. Pin them back, force them on a 4th down, and they're obviously going to go for it here with the time remaining. But let's see if the Ridgeline defense can stop them here. This would be a great stop here going into half. Continue that momentum. You don't want Brighton going into the half on a positive like that, of picking up a get in field goal range, get the first down. They still have, Ridgeline, they gave Ridgeline the timeout on that one. So
maybe they're looking to score again.
Yeah.
4th and 3. 4 wideouts for Brighton. Brighton in the gun. Palapoy trying to draw him off. Second call comes in from the sideline, being triggered in by head coach Casey Sutera. Palapoy sets back, fires downfield, goes back shoulder, almost finds Slade Taylor, but it's incomplete.
That's a tough ball to catch when you're turning back and all the way around and trying to get over your back shoulder. That's the great coverage by Jeff Woodland over there. Great pressure by the defense, and you want to get their offense off. And like you say, we've got one timeout for Ridgeline, and there's 58 seconds, and the ball's at the 43-yard line.
So from their own 43, they've got 58 seconds remaining. Too many men in motion. They're calling a flag on them. They're going to start 1st and 15. Confusion about personnel. Illegal substitution is going to be the call. Coming in off the sideline. Definitely not going to be something that head coach Travis Cox loves there.
No, just when I talked about momentum and wanting to do something with the ball with a minute left, just everybody wants to be a part of it. Just one too many.
58 seconds remaining. 1st and 15 after the illegal substitution. 4 wideouts. Fea next to Dolly. Low snap. Dolly controls. He scrambles forward. He runs. He throws, and it's complete.
That's past the line of scrimmage, though.
But it was past the line of scrimmage.
He threw the flag really late there, but he was clearly he was a good yard or two past the line of scrimmage there, and I didn't know if he was going to throw the flag.
Yeah.
He kind of looked back to see where the yard marker was.
We didn't call it partner because he was slow on the flag, but that's right.
Yeah, he was excited. He had an open guy after that scramble. He was just a yard too much.
So a couple penalties in a row here on what otherwise has been almost a flawless first half. Maybe the blocked PAT. But not a whole lot else to complain about if you're Coach Travis Cox. Flags are still down on the field. Coach Sutera wanting a clear explanation from the line judge over there.
Looking to see if he's going to accept it or decline. We're getting a lot of signals there. Was there 2 flags on the play? Because there was a lot of signals there from the ref, and almost like there was 2 flags on the play, and they were asking the head coach which one
he wanted to take.
So now you're 2nd and almost 20, 15 to go.
Dolly takes a snap, more in rhythm this time. Fires deep downfield. Livingston bobbled, and it's intercepted.
Picked off, yeah.
Interception by Dax Matheson. That's his first pick. Led Brighton last year with 5 interceptions. That's the 2nd highest total in a single season in the history of Brighton high school football. He's got 1 this season now.
Yeah, that's being in the right place at the right time. I mean, there was 3 to 4 guys covering Graham there in the middle of the field, and was the beneficiary of a tipped ball. But now we've got 45 seconds, 2 timeouts for Brighton, and ball's at their 35-yard line.
So the 2nd interception of the season for Nate Dolly. And after we just got saying, there's not much to complain about. Now a couple things just went wrong all over the place.
Just
there.
a sloppy series for sure.
Brighton takes over now. They have it on their own 35. Snap taken. Palapoy throws it to the outside. McKnight.
Bobbled it just 2 more bobbles. Braxton would have been right there with Hunter. But yeah, just a bobble and drop the ball.
Pure drop.
There you go.
Pure drop. 4 wideouts. 43 seconds left in this first half. 27-0 the score in favor of Ridgeline. Snap comes to Palapoy. Palapoy fires across the middle. It's complete, and it goes all the way to the Ridgeline 45. Nice completion to Mason Linton. And here comes the Bengals. They hurry up to the line of scrimmage, step over the ball. The clock is running, but the chains are moving.
Yeah, I think once they get the box set, they'll start the clock.
Quick snap. He's hit hard. It's almost intercepted. That is dropped by Colton Clark.
Colton Clark wants that one back. He kind of had to turn back around for it, but the pressure there, they had two guys just running down on him, and he got the ball out there a little earlier than he wanted. I think his older brother Cooper there with the pressure. Younger brother's back there, sophomore Colton Clark, putting his hands on that would-be interception. But that's great when your brother can put a little pressure on the quarterback and you almost get the interception.
Yeah, Cooper and Hunter Knighton were right there, but I believe you're right. Cooper all over Palapoy. 22 seconds left. Showing one timeout remaining for both sidelines on what is just a lovely evening here in Cottonwood Heights. Beautiful weather tonight, beautiful sky, and a beautiful campus.
Yeah, brand new campus here.
It's a great complex that they have, good setting for football.
All right, 2nd and 10 now with 22 seconds remaining. See if the defense can make a stop here.
Brighton set 4 wide. Palapoy pocket is collapsing and taken down.
Cohen Richards and Crew Jones there meeting him in the middle and bringing down a sack for, I don't know, you're going to be half a sack for each of those guys.
Cohen Richards leads the team in sacks so far this season.
That was great pressure off the edge, and you know they weren't bringing extra guys. It was just those two strong arming the tackles, putting pressure on the quarterback. Now you've forced a 3rd and 16, 3rd and 15, almost a 3rd and 17.
When you're down 27-0, right, you don't have a conversation about just taking a knee and going into halftime. You got to try to make something happen.
You're trying right now to get something to get into field goal range, and I didn't pay attention to their field goal kicker to see what his range is. But, I mean, I'm guessing you want to pick up at least 20 yards here before you feel comfortable kicking it.
So Fele Hansen is the kicker for Brighton. He took over kicking duties for this season. He has made 1 field goal this year from 27 yards, and he's perfect on points after touchdowns.
So a little tight. So they're going to want to get 30 yards probably.
Brighton now taking the snap from their own 45. They need to get to the Ridgeline 35 for the first down. Downfield throw, it's well overthrown. Well overthrown, and now it'll be 4th down with 9 seconds remaining. Again, good coverage out there on the outside by Jeff Woodland.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to force a punt here. They're not going to give Ridgeline the ball at midfield, so they're going to try to pin him deep here.
Brady Cook, Graham Livingston back to receive the punt. Price on to kick again.
They kind of spread their punt formation out almost, you know, hash wide as the hashes here.
If it's me, I'm bringing the heat, but that's why I'm not the coach.
Yeah. Clearing out of the way, let that ball drop.
It's rolling, it goes out of bounds. They're letting the clock run. There should be 1.2. They're going to call it.
Okay, yeah.
So at the end of the first half, Ridgeline with a dominant performance, a complete performance, an absolute dream beginning here in Cottonwood Heights as they lead 27-0 over the Brighton Bengals. Right. We will be back.
I have a deal for you. I'll turn the cable back on when you get my kitchen floor finished.
How do I do that in time to watch my team win?
Use the expert help at Castalite. For all your brick, block, rock, paver, and tile needs, Castalite.com.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Find the parts and the oil you need to keep your car and equipment running its best at your locally owned Napa Auto Parts. All the best brand names. And when you need professional help, Napa can recommend a dozen Napa Car Care Centers with ASE certified technicians.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations, call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all.
Locker 42. This is the store for Aggie fans. All your favorite apparel with an Aggie logo. Stay warm and fashionable in a cocoon blanket or a coat. Pick out a warm Aggie beanie. Choose a hat from Locker 42's wall of hats. This is the store where Aggie fans shop. Locker 42, downtown Logan.
When your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care can. Hear what people are saying online.
They'll always take the time to help you understand what they're doing to your car and go above and beyond to solve your issue.
Cache Valley Auto Care.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CacheValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CacheValleyDaily.com.
The Mountain Crest Booster Club encourages you to support the sponsors that support the Mustangs. Scabelin Roofing, Pool Orthodontics, Reed's Pharmacy, Airbound Gymnastics, Blue Water Construction, Midco Landscaping, and Ridley's Market. To join the Mountain Crest Booster Club, contact the Mountain Crest Athletic Department and support the sponsors that support the Mustangs.
I have a deal for you. I'll turn the cable back on when you get my kitchen floor finished.
How do I do that in time to watch my team win?
Use the expert help at Castalite. For all your brick, block, rock, paver, and tile needs, Castalite.com.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Find the parts and the oil you need to keep your car and equipment running its best at your locally owned Napa Auto Parts. All the best brand names. And when you need professional help, Napa can recommend a dozen Napa Car Care Centers with ASE certified technicians.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations, call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all.
Locker 42. This is the store for Aggie fans. All your favorite apparel with an Aggie logo. Stay warm and fashionable in a cocoon blanket or a coat. Pick out a warm Aggie beanie. Choose a hat from Locker 42's wall of hats. This is the store where Aggie fans shop. Locker 42, downtown Logan.
When your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care can. Hear what people are saying online.
They'll always take the time to help you understand what they're doing to your car and go above and beyond to solve your issue.
Cache Valley Auto Care.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CacheValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CacheValleyDaily.com.
The Mountain Crest Booster Club encourages you to support the sponsors that support the Mustangs. Scabelin Roofing, Pool Orthodontics, Reed's Pharmacy, Airbound Gymnastics, Blue Water Construction, Midco Landscaping, and Ridley's Market. To join the Mountain Crest Booster Club, contact the Mountain Crest Athletic Department and support the sponsors that support the Mustangs.
I have a deal for you. I'll turn the cable back on when you get my kitchen floor finished.
How do I do that in time to watch my team win?
Use the expert help at Castalite. For all your brick, block, rock, paver, and tile needs, Castalite.com.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Find the parts and the oil you need to keep your car and equipment running its best at your locally owned Napa Auto Parts. All the best brand names. And when you need professional help, Napa can recommend a dozen Napa Car Care Centers with ASE certified technicians.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations, call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all.
Locker 42. This is the store for Aggie fans. All your favorite apparel with an Aggie logo. Stay warm and fashionable in a cocoon blanket or a coat. Pick out a warm Aggie beanie. Choose a hat from Locker 42's wall of hats. This is the store where Aggie fans shop. Locker 42, downtown Logan.
When your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care can. Hear what people are saying online.
They'll always take the time to help you understand what they're doing to your car and go above and beyond to solve your issue.
Cache Valley Auto Care.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CacheValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app.
Oh, I got to get better at that. Gosh dang it.
Welcome back to Freestone Field here in Cottonwood Heights, where Ridgeline are having a good time. 27-0 at half over the Brighton Bengals. Let's give you a little scoring summary. To get things kicked off, the first touchdown scored tonight was by Knighton. It was a touchdown pass that went right up to the scene as a long strike.
Yeah, I still remember just like that, just the image of him being so open there in the middle, catching that one.
PIT by Perry was good. Second touchdown was on a hitch and go on a play action that worked like a charm, and that is going to be one of the easier touchdowns that Graham Livingston scores all year. About a 40-yard connection. PAT also good by Perry on that one.
Yeah, I say it all the time, but watching his speed is so fun, and And you and I were even talking during the break. You know, this is the first time seeing Graham live for you, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and just seeing that, you don't realize how fast he is until you see it on the field and in live action. When you see the defense has great angles at him, and you think that, you know, normal receiver's going to get pinned down against the sideline, and then he squeezes right through to the end zone.
And then on a great play call, Nate Dolly goes untouched, walks into the corner of the end zone to put the Ridgeline team up 21-0.
You know, defenses should be keying on that, right? Right now he's the leading rusher for Ridgeline, you know, and I don't know if he just lured him into a sense of, you know, running back runs to where they forget that he can run the ball too.
And then to finish out our scoring again, it was Livingston on a screen pass that went in from about 25 yards out.
Yeah, another fast run to the end zone, and it's just in fact, I remember looking down at my stat sheet here and looking up, and he was already in the end zone, just like split second. It's fun to watch.
PAT was blocked, so that puts us at 27-0 in favor of Ridgeline here at halftime. Couple updates on some of the history that these Riverhawks are accomplishing right now. Graham Livingston has moved himself into 7th place all-time in the history of Utah high school football in career receiving yards. Tonight, he moves past Simi Fehoko of the Arizona Cardinals, who is a Brighton Bengal alumni class of 2015. He also moves past Tate Jar, a alumni of Corner Canyon High School, class of 2023. The next target for him, he's about 100 yards away from passing Chase Roberts for 6th all-time in high school football history in this state. Also in total, and that's receiving yards, in total career receptions, he has moved himself into 9th place. He is one more catch away from moving up into 8th place and replacing Luke Livingston. If he gets 5 more catches tonight, he can find himself all the way up into 7th place. So that's the update on him. Nate Dolly also moving up the list. He has been able to make himself into the top 10 now at passing Alex Jackson from Juab High School, class of 2022. He is 10th now all-time in passing yards in Utah high school history. Congratulations to Nate Dolly. And should he find a way to complete 3 more balls in the second half, he will become 8th all-time in career completions in the history of Utah high school football. So some special things being done by these seniors who have been so important to this program for so many years.
Yeah, that's it's been fun to watch as they've meshed together year after year, you know, all through Little League and now carrying into their high school career and accomplishing, you know, some great stats, and their names are right up there with some very prominent names in the state of Utah.
We want to take a moment and to thank Cache Valley Auto Care during this halftime break. Honest work, fair prices, no upsells, no pressure at Cache Valley Auto Care. They treat your car and you the way they would want to be treated. Also, thank you to Les Olson IT. Searching for copiers and printers, Les Olson IT has what you need with reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems. And lastly, to Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all the benefits, all for less. Halftime, 27-0 in favor of Ridgeline over Brighton. We'll be back with second half action following this break.
News on CacheValleyDaily.com.
The Mountain Crest Booster Club encourages you to support the sponsors that support the Mustangs. Skablin Roofing, Pool Orthodontics, Reed's Pharmacy, Airbound Gymnastics, Blue Water Construction, Mitco Landscaping, and Ridley's Market. To join the Mountain Crest Booster Club, contact the Mountain Crest Athletic Department and support the sponsors that support the Mustangs.
I have a deal for you. I'll turn the cable back on when you get my kitchen floor finished.
How do I do that in time to watch my team win?
Use the expert help at Castalite. For all your brick, block, rock, paver, and tile needs, Castalite.com.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Find the parts and the oil you need to keep your car and equipment running its best at your locally owned Napa Auto Parts. All the best brand names. And when you need professional help, Napa can recommend a dozen Napa Car Care Centers with ASE certified technicians.
Welcome back. Halftime is almost over. We're going to get ready for the second half. But before we get there, we'll turn it over to Lance to give us the lowdown on scores all across the Cache Valley.
All right, we got Mountain Crest 28. Hang on. Yeah, 28, Logan 7. And then we've got Green Canyon. That one's at half. At Green Canyon, we got 10. Pleasant Grove is 6 at half. And Skyview looks to have hit a 45-yard field goal to get tied with Spanish Fork at 10 apiece. And yeah, those are your local updates. Yeah, obviously we're not following those games, but there's some games of local interest for you guys. Just trying to update you as often as I get them in. But it looks like we're ready to get the kickoff and kickoff return out here. And Ridgeline will be receiving on the, what are we calling this, the northwest end zone, as this field's kind of on a unusual angle from most fields in the state.
It sure is. But again, I got to say, I've said it a couple times. I think it's an awesome setting. I think they've got a great setting here. All right, let's get things underway. We're beginning second half action. Brighton is going to kick off. Back deep for Ridgeline. Our Livingston. And it's a touchback. And Cook. Brady Cook, though, catches it, but it's touchback. And so, Ridgeline will get it going. I think it would be important to them at this moment to really set the tone and make sure that this second half continues to be as intense as the first half was for their sideline.
Yeah, they definitely didn't like how they ended the last drive there, where they had some miscues on personnel, penalty, and then the interception that was off of a tipped ball. They want to come out here in the second half and start with a strong drive.
All right, here we go. Opening snap of the second half. Dowley hands it off into the backfield. And there's a flag down on the play. Crosby West made a good hard run, but we'll see if this one comes back. Given where the flag is, you tend to think that might be holding.
I'm not going to speculate on referees' calls. I'm trying to do better at that. We do have a hold
on the offense.
Will be holding on the offense.
First and 20 to start this first drive of the second half. So we'll do over.
Again, not how you wanted to start the half, coming out of the break with the penalty like that.
Yeah, they've definitely calmed it down a little bit here. Down the stretch of the second half, after they went up 27-0, the penalties started to flow in, and then they had a holding call. So it's been undisciplined from this Ridgeline offense over the last couple possessions that they've been on the ball. Dowley takes the snap, rolls out to his left, fires, and it is broken up. Graham Livingston could have hung on to that, but it was well defended.
Yeah, 26 just squoze by the outside of him there against the sideline and just put his hands in just enough to break up that pass.
Rodrigo Curaz on the defense for Brighton. 2nd and 20. Early here in the second half, Ridgeline again with the lead, 27-0.
deep in their own territory here on 2nd and 20. Not how we wanted to start the second half.
3 receivers to the right. Snap taken. Dolly throws a bubble screen, not bubble screen, but a little quick screen. Doesn't go very far though. But it's brought in by Crosby West. They gain a couple yards on it, and we've got 3rd and long.
Yeah, you want to try to get chunks back, after the penalty there, and a little more chunks than 4 or 5 yards there, but still sets up a 3rd and long deep in their end zone.
Third and long. Mo Bamba's on. And now it's time for Brighton to finally get a stop. This might be their first 3 and out. Bad snap, fumbled. Dolly picks it up in the end zone. He comes out of the end zone. He's looking downfield. He fires downfield. It's complete to Livingston. Livingston's brought down at the 21-yard line. Almost total disaster. Becomes manageable, but that is going to lead to a Ridgeline punt. Not the way you wanted to start things in the second half.
No, it's not, but that was a great job by Nate to stay composed. I mean, he picked up that ball in the end zone and still had enough to get it out, to find Graham for, a 10, 15-yard pickup, and now they're back about the original line of scrimmage.
Situational awareness. So frequently you would tell your quarterback just to fall on it, but with the ball crossing into the end zone was the right play. Punt. Now sent back, fair caught, wave 4. It's caught on Brighton's own 39-yard line.
Great punt. I mean, you're deep down in your own end of the field. That was a great punt, trying to flip the field as much as you can, getting it to the 30-yard line of Brighton.
Partner, I didn't see who that was. Was that Crosby West
Yes.
that punted? Okay.
Yep. They'll switch a little between Braxton and Crosby, and just kind of depends on where they're at and what they're doing.
Well, big moment for the Brighton offense. They've been unable to score any points so far. They have a running back who was the Utah High School Player of the Week last week. Absolutely went crazy. He's been mostly bottled up by this Ridgeline defense. Snap taken. It's handed off to Valley. He sneaks his way through the line of scrimmage. Gets 10, 15, 18-yard run on the first play of the second half for Brighton.
Yeah, it looked like they had him pinned deep, but he found a tiny little crease between the guard and the center there and squoze out for a big gain.
And you can see the explosiveness. As soon as he saw a little open field, it's danger.
Yeah, it doesn't take him long to get upfield.
3 receivers to the left. Ball now on the Ridgeline 42. 1st and 10. Snap. Quick screen throw. Out to the outside. Mason Linton, he comes forward, maybe gains 4. 2nd and 6.
Yeah, you can see Brighton, the sideline's kind of pumped up now. You've got the O-line jumping around. They're getting a little momentum on their side, and now it's time for Ridgeline to kind of dig their heels in and get a stop.
We've got trips to the left. Palaport takes the snap, hands it off to Valley, right up through the middle, and he's met. And that was a nice, hard hit.
By Hunter Knight, and he was held up by Landon Perkins there, and Hunter coming and lowering his shoulder right into the ball carrier and letting him know that Hunter's in the area, and that's a hard hit he'll remember.
We'll give him the rock-hard tackle of the game by Castellite Brick and Tile. Whether you're looking for brick for your home, tile or bathroom remodel, or pavers for a new walkway, think Castellite. Online at castellite.com. 3rd and 3. Snap taken. He's met in the backfield, but it's caught on the seam, and it's tackled by Livingston, saving the touchdown. And that was a big gain by Mason Linton through the air. Palapoi paid the price in the backfield, but it was worth it.
Yeah, he got hit really hard there right as he let the ball go, but that's one of those gambles when you bring up that much pressure. It's who's going to get there first, and he was able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver for a big gain, and now they're into the red zone for the first time tonight.
So the first chance for this Ridgeline defense to see if they can tighten up. Trips to the right. Snap taken by Palapoy. Hands off to Valley. Valley's met at the line of scrimmage where he is wrestled down.
Crew Jones, Hunter Knighton, Graham Livingston. No, sorry, not Graham.
Matt Alice.
Matt Alice. No, I was thinking Cohen. Sorry. Cohen Richards there. They were all met him right in line. You've also got Easton Hammond now in at defensive tackle. He's your normally your right tackle on offense.
Utah State commit.
Yeah, he's a big body in on defense, and he secretly likes to play defense.
Trips again to the right. Palapoy looks. A lot of heat coming up through the middle, and he will be sacked in the backfield, and that is Matt Alice. Brings him down. That's the 3rd sack of the game.
Great pressure again by the defense, and they were all in the backfield, and Matt Alice is the recipient of a great sack in the backfield there.
Just a slow developing play by Brighton. Again, we've seen it a couple times where the quarterback and the running back have been stuck in the mesh for too long.
Yeah, again, it's like that, like you said, it's that the cohesiveness between the two of them taking a little bit too much.
Same formation, they like it on this drive. Trips to the right. Palapoy takes the snap, quick throw to the outside. It's complete at the 10-yard line.
So he's still going to be short of the first down. Looks like we got 4th and about a long 7.
I think that's right. 4th and 7. They're down 27. Do they get on the board?
Yeah, they're not bringing the field goal unit out right now. They're sticking with their same personnel here.
Okay.
Bringing 3 receivers out this side, and looks like they're going to try to spread them out a little bit.
Big opportunity here for the Ridgeline defense to make this an empty red zone visit. Shotgun, 3 to the left. Quick throw, fade route. Lots of contact, no flag given. Well defended by Jeff Woodland.
Great defense by Jeff, and of course everybody over there on their side's putting their hands up in the air wanting a penalty, but great job going for the ball, defending it, and that was just one of those kind of a 50-50 ball, trying to throw it up there and let your receiver go get it. Doesn't always happen.
He's had a nice night, that corner, Jeff Woodland.
Yeah, he has. Both corners have played solid between him and Braxton Perry. That's why they're able to bring so much pressure, is they have full confidence in those 2 seniors out there at corner position to lock down those receivers.
Here comes the Ridgeline offense. Hands off, Fea. After a gain of 3 or 4.
Well, we got a late flag coming in here, right in the middle of all the linemen. Let's see what we got.
No gain on the play, 2nd down.
Oh, we got a face mask on the defense.
Okay. Defensive face mask. Hands to the face, maybe?
Yep.
We'll see. Are they doing 15 or are they doing 5? Looks like
of the 5 variety, and a first down at about the 19-yard line.
Okay. But an automatic first down. Fea behind Dolly. 2 tight ends to the right. Nobody out wide to the right. Handoff, Fea. He goes a little bit off tackle, runs into the back of his blocker. Runs right up the back.
It's not very often that Noah's brought down by a smaller safety like that, but that was more of running into his lineman than it was that guy getting the tackle.
Yeah, Tayson Knighton was who he tried to run through, and that didn't really work.
They're big kids. You don't want to run into the back of them.
5.5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. 27-0 in favor of Ridgeline. 2nd and 7. No, 5 wideouts. Low snap, quick throw, intercepted. Intercepted.
Yeah, intercepted at the Ridgeline, 28-yard line. Or sorry, 33-yard line. And that was you know, you're only rushing 3, you're putting everybody else back under coverage. Those windows get a lot tighter. And over there on that side, they were very tight, trying to squeeze that ball in there, and the guy kind of jumped the route. I didn't see who it was.
So Fele Hansen gets the interception.
Yeah, he, you know, kind of jumped on that ball early. He kind of knew right where that one was going, and was able to come in with the interception.
Here come Brighton. That's the second interception tonight. Plus, they had a failed red zone entry. So they've had three drives kind of stall out, but this is easily the best starting field position tonight for Brighton. They have it at the Ridgeline, 34. Snap, taken in. Run, Valley, he bounces it to the outside and finds a way to get upfield for a 6-yard gain.
Runs the ball.
Yeah, just, you know, patient running back, letting his big lineman kind of squeeze in a hole for him to go through, which doesn't need to be very big, and he bounced that thing right off the edge and got good 6 yards on that first down carry.
Second down now coming. 4 wideouts, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Palapoy takes the snap, rolls out to his right, looks downfield, tries to throw in. There's contact down there. No flags are given. Maybe they're ruling in.
You know, he did. It looked like
not catchable.
Graham was trying to get, you know, the inside of that reception there to try to get the interception, and he did look like he bumped the receiver a little bit on his way to knock down that ball.
No call given. So good defense.
I'll give it to the refs on this. Like they have let both sides play when it comes to those contacts as the corners and the receivers.
Mason Linton, the intended receiver. Trips to the left now for Brighton. Palapoy getting ready. He's got Valley, the speedy sophomore. Hands it off to Val. Oh, no, he kept it himself. And Crew Jones.
Crew Jones with
violence.
A little emphasis, bringing down the quarterback in the backfield with a sack. Wow. Yeah, he was not fooled by that RPO there, and the quarterback kept the ball, and he definitely wishes he didn't after that one, seeing Crew bring him down for what are they?
That's probably a 7-yard loss, looks like, right?
Yeah.
The Wrecking Crew.
They're definitely giving him a favorable forward progression.
Yeah, they sure did.
One. Wow. I thought he was back further than that.
4th down. Snap taken. Palapoy. Pressure again. His eyes are down. He's looking now downfield. He throws it wide open. He just overthrows his man, and it's incomplete. That was an easy touchdown if it just had a little less mustard on it.
Well, that and the receiver almost jumped too early for the ball. Like the timing on that one, I don't know if he just thought the ball kind of just hung in the air a little bit too long, but the timing on his jump trying to catch that was off. But great pressure again by bringing 4. They get to the quarterback, make him uncomfortable, throw a ball a little higher and a little bit more air underneath it than he's used to. Like you said, it needs to come with a little more mustard.
Pretty good composure there by Palapoy. I mean, after getting absolutely rocked, he still found a way. Still found a way to find an open receiver. Buy a little time. They're just not able to capitalize.
And that was a catchable ball.
Sure was.
That should have been caught.
Ridgeline takes over. They've got trips to the right. Quick handoff into the backfield. That's West. West runs to the left and is tackled after a 2-yard gain. Again, Ridgeline still trying to find an identity in the running game. We've seen a lot of Fea. He was able to break loose for a long run earlier in the game. We've seen a lot of Crosby West. Nobody's really standing out as the guy yet for this team.
No, and I mean, you still got Nate that's running the ball quite a bit too. So, you know, they don't want it to be. They don't want to be a one running back team anyway, but they're spreading it out. Just want to get more runs.
Shotgun snap taken by Dolly. Dolly throws to the outside. He's able to make the completion to Crosby West, who's forced out of bounds short of the first down.
We got. Is that Graham?
That
Graham's
is.
down holding the back of his leg.
Graham Livingston down, but he's up.
Pops
but
right
he's
back
hopping off on one leg.
Good to see him get up so quick. And he's putting a little weight on it, so maybe it's just a dead leg or something, but you definitely don't want to see that out of your number 1 receiver going down. Hopefully it's just a cramp.
We'll keep an eye on that. Graham Livingston out of the game. Non-contact, huh?
No, I didn't see any contact. It was away from the ball in the middle of the field, so you hope it's more of a cramp type deal that he can work loose, hopefully. You got Jet Jensen in the game for Graham. Got a
timeout. Coming in from the sidelines for Brighton on 3rd and 8. Interesting spot for a timeout there. But again, another opportunity to get this Ridgeline team off the field and try to, capitalize on good field position again.
Yeah, momentum. You want to get this 3rd down. You're at 3rd and 4. You're bringing in a new receiver. You want to get this 1st down and just keep the ball going. We're 2 minutes 52 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. A lot of time's gone off already, and it doesn't seem like really much has happened with either Brighton or Ridgeline, as neither team has kind of found a groove to move the ball right now.
Yeah, we had for Ridgeline a 3 and out. Then they had an interception, and now they have had a 1st down on this drive, and they're trying to make it a long or another 3rd down conversion. 3rd and 3 to go. 2 tight ends to the left of Dolly. They're in the pistol. 2 wideouts to the right. Snap taken. Run by Crosby West.
No.
He's free. He's coming up. He gets all the way to the 40.
I think you're going to get a face mask there as he was coming through the line. The defensive lineman looked like he tried to stick his hand out and got a face mask.
So we'll see if that will stay on the books.
I can't read numbers, but I saw a face mask from up here.
Okay.
You don't sound like you believe me.
Those old your lips to God's ears.
Personal foul, face mask, okay.
Well spotted.
Yeah, just like right as he hit the line of scrimmage there, it looked like one of the defensive linemen just snuck his hand out, just trying to slow Crosby down, and grabbed his face mask just a little bit. But great run by Crosby. He's patient, letting his lineman get a little bit of pressure up there. He kind of paced his run, and then as soon as he got to that line of scrimmage, that burst for the 1st down.
So big gain on that play. Ball now going to be on the Brighton. Where are they going to?
I don't know.
They're adding 15 to the end of the run.
I thought he already did that. But
so that becomes a huge play. They now get all the way up to the Brighton 22.
Well, just like that, they have completely flipped the field in that run.
So the combination of the long run by Crosby West with a face mask has Ridgeline knocking on the door of the red zone. Crosby West carries the ball, goes to the left-hand side, gets to the 20-yard line before he's brought down. 2nd and 8.
Still chipping away at the run, getting a few yards here and there, and then you're just waiting for another one to break between Crosby and Noah Fiafia, and they've shown it right here, they can easily hit that burst just as much as Brighton can and get the open field yardage.
Pistol formation. Dolly in front of Fiafia. 2 receivers to the right, 2 tight ends to the left. Bunched in. Quick throw to the outside, incomplete, intended for number 13, Brady Cook.
Yeah, just left a little short. Those long, shallow passes are super hard to get out. You think you've got enough on it, you don't realize how far out the receiver is. Not to say that Nate doesn't usually hit those. So let's see what they got here on a long 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8, there on Brighton's 20. Flip the formation. Sends Fiafia in motion. He runs a wheel. Dolly fires underneath. That's Livingston back in the game. And he gets a reception.
Looked like he was just having a cramp out there, and good to see him back in the game and picking up another catch. Now you're 4th and 8.
Officially moves Livingston into 8th place. He's now tied with a Luke Livingston who played at Timpanogos High School last year. Moving up the all-time lists.
Yeah, that's awesome to watch.
Dolly in the shotgun, 3 receivers to the left. Timeout taken by Ridgeline.
All right, we're going to go to break here, and we'll be right back.
I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations. Call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
At Planet Fitness,
Welcome back. It is the third quarter here at Freestone Field at the campus of Brighton High School, where Ridgeline leads 27-0 over the Bengals. 1 minute and 5 seconds left in the third quarter. 4th and 6. And Ridgeline's going for it. Snap taken. Dolly. He's got all the time in the world. He continues to look. Now pressure comes in. He flings it across the middle. It's complete.
Hunter Knighton with the reception.
And it goes into the end zone for a touchdown. And Knighton scores on the pass from Nate Dolly.
Hunter Knighton with a great grab, just going up there and getting that ball and bringing it down in for his, is that his second one of the night?
Second one of the night.
Great effort by Hunter.
It's finding a way. And again, as you cautioned earlier in the game, you don't want Nate Dolly to have all the time in the world to be back there figuring out what to do with the football.
No, that's the price. I mean, it's a gamble, right? It proved, to be negative last time when they rushed 3 and he had tons of time and threw it in his tight window and they got interception. Right there, he had 2 guys that he could throw it to and found Hunter, and Hunter battled back to get into the end zone for a great reception and a fight to get into the end zone to put him up 34-0.
It's the 4th touchdown pass by Dolly tonight.
Yeah, I mean, he looked cool and calm on that throw, and just even one guy kind of squeaked out late, but can't ask your offensive lineman to pass block for 10 seconds like that and not have something kind of come through without getting a hold.
Sure. The 4 touchdown passes through the air. He's run one in himself. Responsible in part for all 5 of the touchdowns tonight for Ridgeline. Kick is going to be returned. Grabbed at the 10, broken to the outside, and smoked up the sideline there by Hartel. And another good return by Hartel. He's an explosive player. That's one of those players, if I was his parents on the sideline, I'd be wondering, Coach, come on.
Why isn't he getting the ball more?
Let's give him more opportunities. He can do more than kick return.
Yeah, he's got some speed for sure. He showed it there on that kick return.
So Brighton going to take over. They have it at the 29-yard line. 48 seconds left in the third quarter. 34-0 on the scoreboard. Will Ridgeline pitch a shutout tonight? Palapoy rolls out to the right, throws it, out of bounds. 2nd and 10. It's a coverage.
Now we got a Brighton offensive lineman. Looks like he's cramping up too. We've got the trainer who's number 63 working his cramp out for him right now. As the trainers are now arriving to help him bring the teams to the numbers here while we get a little injury, kind of an injury timeout.
The assist to his teammate. That's Nathan Falakaono.
Yeah, I'm glad you're doing the names today.
Looks like we're getting more stretching too on the sideline.
Well,
so
why not? I mean, do it while you've got a chance. You've got a free time out here. Get a couple of them stretched, and
something's real tight and not feeling good down there. They just tried to lift the big man back up onto his feet, and it didn't go well. And we're pounding the ground too. This is
part of that is they need to get some. If they're going to lift him up, he's a big guy.
That's
they're going to
a big
need
guy.
a little bit more than those two out there. But hopefully that's all it is just a cramp. Like you said, those can hurt. You get those, my age, you start getting them in the middle of the night and you wake up and you're like, what in the world happened? So I know how painful it is. Looks like they're getting him he got sat up and now he's gingerly getting onto his feet. That's good to see.
Yeah, they tried to just pop him straight up.
There he
But
goes.
it looks like he's going to be just fine.
Always good to see when we don't have any injuries and everybody can come out of the game and get back in.
So that's Lincoln Terry. It looks like he's going out under his own power. And we'll get things back underway here.
All right, here we go.
2nd and 10 for Brighton. 3 wideouts to the right. Palapoy hands it off to Valley. Valley tries to go up the middle, and there's Crew Jones bringing him down. It's tough running down there, but he gains a couple yards before he goes down. 3rd and 7, let's call it.
Matt Alice was in there too to help bring down the ball carrier there. It's like that really tight window that he's been used to has been closing down as of late.
They're going to let this clock run out to finish the 3rd quarter. And so, with that, we'll take a break as well as we get ready for the 4th quarter. 34-0. It's been a party for Ridgeline tonight. We'll be back with 4th quarter action right after this.
Help me with this. This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all.
Locker 42. This is the store for Aggie fans. All your favorite apparel with an Aggie logo. Stay warm and fashionable in a cocoon blanket or a coat. Pick out a warm Aggie beanie. Choose a hat from Locker 42's wall of hats. This is the store where Aggie fans shop. Locker 42, downtown Logan.
When your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care can. Hear what people are saying online.
They'll always take the time to help you understand what they're doing to your car and go above and beyond to solve your issue.
Cache Valley Auto Care.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CacheValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CacheValleyDaily.com.
Welcome back. 4th quarter action here. And Brighton snapped the football back into the end zone, and it's complete. Sorry, not through the end zone. He was almost taken down, but complete. That is a 1st down completion for Brighton. Palapoy did a great job of figuring out a way to get that ball delivered, and he finds Mason Linton, and they move the chains.
Yeah, Cooper Clark there with the pressure, forcing him to roll out, and even Landon Perkins there putting the pressure right on the sideline, but he's able to get the ball out to his receiver.
Absolutely nobody back. All safeties brought into the box. Heavy blitz comes. Pass throw downfield, and it is caught by Oakley McKnight, and that is another 1st down throw. We've got some after the play down here at the bottom. No flag thrown.
I think you had Trey Henniger out there on the.
And that's another Mountain West Pike 1st down.
Is that Trey out there on the coverage? Yeah, Trey was out there on the coverage, and again, that's, you're bringing up all that pressure. You're relying on your corners to cover on those. You're basically going man outside on the edge when you're bringing that much pressure. And they'll give up a little bit of those for that pressure. They got a hit on the quarterback on that play, which is what they wanted to do.
Snap taken, quick handoff. Here's Valley. Valley scoots his way forward, earns 3 or 4. Late flag comes in.
Late flag.
Wonder what the call will be.
He's grabbing his shoulder.
Signal for targeting, I believe. Personal foul, face mask on the defense.
I didn't see that one with my, my pristine view of the game. Didn't see that one. I don't know how I saw the other one.
Flag will be face mask against the defense.
Well, if you didn't see it, it probably didn't happen.
Yeah, there you go. I like it. I like it. Well, that's putting them down at the
19, 18-yard line. So they are into the red zone for the second time tonight. Brighton at the doorstep. Shutout in the balance here for Ridgeline. Ridgeline would like to go back home, riding the bus, feeling like they didn't even allow them to score a single time. Trips to the left. Quick throw out. It's complete to McKnight. He leads forward, gets about 4-yard gain. Second down and 6.
I think that was Hunter that dove at his ankles and got him tripped up, brought him down. Yeah, Hunter Knighton with the tackle.
So we're early in the fourth quarter. Brighton trying to get their first points of the night. Second down, 5 yards to go. Handoff, and it is stuffed in the backfield. They try Cole Heemeyer on the run. But that's a tackle for a loss by Cooper Clark.
Cooper Clark, Cohen Richards, Crew Jones, all there to meet him. So now you got third and, was that a loss again?
It was a tackle for loss by Clark.
Yeah, now you've got 3rd and 7. Looks like 3rd and 8.
2 wideouts on both sides. Palapoy takes the snap. He looks left. Quick fire. Gets it across. That'll be a first down.
Is it a first? It's close. It looks like he's short. Looks like he's short a yard, half a yard. Yeah, short a yard. It's 4th now and 4th and 1 on the, what is he on? The 9-yard line?
They did. They marked him short.
Right at the 9-yard line. So now you got 4th and short. Let's see if the defense can get a big stop right here. You wanna have that goose egg up on the board if you're a Ridgeline.
Heemeyer in the backfield, not Valley. Palapoy hands it off to Heemeyer. Heemeyer tries to go up the middle.
Grabs him and brings him back, and it doesn't look like he's gonna make it. No, the defense gets a turnover on downs. He snuck by Cohen Richards a little bit, but Cohen reaches out, grabs him by the jersey and pulls him right back, so he didn't get a first down. Great job by the defense getting a big stop there when they easily could have gotten that yard. The defense put their heels in the turf and held them. Now they turn the ball back over to their offense. 9 minutes to go. They've held Brighton without scoring here, and exactly what you want to do, get the ball back in Nate Daly's hands.
Brighton has been to the red zone twice tonight. They have scored 0 points.
Wow, that's impressive. Great job by Jake Pitcher and his defense.
Here comes the Ridgeline offense. Low snap. Dolly rolls out to his left, throws it downfield, and that is caught by Livingston. Livingston dancing along the sideline, but he eventually goes out of bounds at the Ridgeline 30.
Again,
first down.
That speaks to the route running of Graham Livingston. He had 4 guys like in a pocket around him, and he's able to find that open space, and the line protects Nate long enough for Nate to find that window. And I mean, it's crazy how open Graham Livingston still is at this point in the game.
After having to come off with a cramp, he's still quick. It's amazing.
Yeah, he looks good out there right now.
2 wideouts on both sides. Quick handoff, Fea working his way forward, spins his way for a tough run, gains 3 or 4.
Looks like he got 4, and that's exactly what you want to have on first down. Set your offense up for a manageable second down here.
It's the magic number, analytics dorks.
Absolutely.
They love. You got to get at least 4 yards on first down.
That's why I hear people talk about that, but I'm not that analytical.
You've never looked at the spreadsheets. Me neither. I'll take it from people who say they know.
Absolutely.
Pistol formation. Dolly getting ready. Hands it off again. Fea has got a hole, and he takes it across the 40-yard line for a first down.
Good burst of energy there. You know, he gets contact, and he's got that head of steam, and Noah's a big body to try to bring down, and when he's got momentum like that, he's going to get you 4, 5, 6 yards even after contact like that.
Good hard run by the junior running back. And big hole opened up on that right-hand side.
Yeah, it looks like they're bringing 3 up front again, putting everybody else back in coverage.
3 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Handoff, and it is eaten alive in the backfield. Corralled in by 90, Sam Tauvau.
Yeah, that time that 3-man pressure got through as they were trying to bring the counter over this way, and just found a hole through the offensive line and squoze through him on that one.
Yeah, Tauvau with the little swim move.
Yep.
How a big guy can get through on that swim. I mean, he's big. That is a big man.
The swim surprises me because you're still giving yourself a pretty good target for the O-line to grab. He is a big body right at nose tackle right now.
2nd and 14. Livingston in motion. Screen pass goes to Noah Fea.
Great job by Noah. There was nothing when he caught that, and he turned it back to the inside of the field, found a little seam to move up and get you back to about a 3rd and 9, 3rd and 8 here.
Okay, big 3rd down, 3rd and long. Crew Jones by himself on the near side. 3 receivers up top. Dolly fires up top. Incomplete. And
wow. And Lishman.
Lishman brings it in on the deflection. Ball was a little high for Brady Cook. It gets bobbled up into the air and is corralled in by Owen Lishman.
That was great. Talk about being in the right place at the right time. You know, that Brady goes right off of his hands and right into Owens as Owen kind of dove for that, but secured the ball. That was a great effort to make sure he catches that one.
First down for Ridgeline, 34-0 on the scoreboard. 5 minutes, 50 seconds remaining here in the 4th quarter.
Looks like you got Jet Jensen and Brady Cook here on the near side.
Pistol formation. Fea behind Dolly. Dolly, quick throw out to Livingston. Just not right on the money, but Livingston could have grabbed that one.
Yeah, just short-armed that one just a little bit. Graham wants to have that one back. Graham wants all those catches, right? He doesn't like drops, for sure.
He's had a couple of them tonight, and yet he's been outstanding. 2 touchdowns. 2nd and 10.
Got 5:30 left in the 4th quarter here. They want to take up all the time here they can and get another score on the board.
Four wide. Snap taken, complete to Livingston. Livingston comes across the middle, finds a seam, works his way through, and fights into the end zone for the 3rd time tonight. And Graham Livingston scores for Ridgeline.
Okay, I'm trying to count them, but I counted at least 4 guys that had him around the ankles, and he just slips right through all of them into the end zone for another touchdown.
40-0 on the scoreboard. 5 touchdown passes for Dolly. He ran in 1 himself.
So if that's right, that was a 30-yard TD reception, and he first got contact at the 10-yard line and broke a few tackles to get into the end zone. That was awesome.
It's a great yard after reception. And Perry puts it through for the extra point. 41-0 on the scoreboard. Hey, we want to thank our friends at Young Automotive. Think young, drive young. Multiple dealerships in Cache Valley and throughout northern Utah. We also want to thank Cache Valley Daily. Download the app for replays and photo galleries of the latest games, plus local news and information about what's going on in your community. Tonight's broadcast also brought to you by DD Auto Salvage. DD Auto Salvage, Cache Valley's #1 place to get the most money for junk vehicles and scrap metal. Pickup is available. Call 435-787-1204. Again, call 435-787-1204. And finally, we'd like to thank Great Basin Graphics. Great Basin Graphics does custom t-shirts, detailed embroidery, and creates graphic designs that will get your business noticed. Lance, a 5-touchdown night by Dolly has Ridgeline smiling. 41-0 against Brighton.
And they're stopping the kickoff.
And I don't think anybody saw this sort of outcome coming. We knew Ridgeline was good. We knew that they had all the ability in the world. We know that this is a big year for this program. They've got huge goals.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've talked about it last 2 games. You know, they want to get past that semifinals in the state. They want every game. They're taking it super serious. They want to treat everything like the game is always on the line, and they even up 41-0. They expect everything to be ran perfect. You know, there's huge, high expectations for this group, and there should be. There's a lot of talented kids on this team. Looks like we had a offsides or something. They're bringing it back 5 yards. They're going to re-kick here, but
in Travis Cox's wildest dreams, did he think this would be a 41-0 game with 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter?
I don't know that anybody really expected it to be like this either, but that's what they wanted. They wanted to come down and make a statement to a good school like this and show them that they can bring it.
Squibbed, and on the return now comes Jackson Thompson.
Hudson Perry flying in there for the tackle at about the 24-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 25, but Hudson was flying down on that kickoff and bringing him down so they couldn't get a long return to set him up.
You think this changes some of the conversation that the rest of the state is going to have about Ridgeline? I mean, there's always big expectations. Again, they've been to the semifinals 3 of the last 4 years, state champions, right, in 2021. I mean, this is one of the premier programs in the state, but this result will get people talking.
Yeah, this is definitely going to get attention for sure, and you know, that's not why Ridgeline, you know, they don't care about the attention. They just want to dominate in every game and all aspects of the game.
Palapoy sets back, fires. It's completed on the left-hand side to Oakley McKnight.
Looks like they're giving him a first down here. Just enough for a first. It's close.
That'll move the chains. 1st and 10.
We still got most of the starters out there, which, I mean, Ridgeline's worked hard right now. They don't want to give any points up at this point. 3:40 and 3:50 left in the fourth. Oh, we're blowing it dead
False
kind of here.
Start.
It's a slow bringing it to a stop. They kind of let the play
go
there, but it looks like we got a false start on the offense.
No Judah Valley for the last 2 drives in for Brighton.
Yeah, I didn't see him get hurt. Did you?
I didn't.
Yeah, that's unusual because he was carrying the ball really well, and I never saw him kind of come up slow or anything like that, but maybe they're just giving him a rest at this point in the game, you know, knowing how good he ran the ball last week. You know, they thought they could come in and run the ball on Ridgeline like they did to Weber last week, and not the case tonight.
Resting them up, getting ready for their road game at Crimson Cliffs maybe. Snap comes to Palapoy. It's got Crew Jones. Throw downfield, and it goes out of bounds.
That's a up 41-0, no call hold there. I mean, they had every bit of Crew Jones's jersey trying to prevent him from notching another sack right there.
Three minutes left. 41-0. Brighton Bengals trying to get on the scoreboard. Deep throw comes down the sideline, overthrown by a good 5, 6, 7 yards. Incomplete, intended for Oakley McKnight.
6, 7 yards, I like that. The kids will like that.
Yes, 6, 7.
Yeah, kids will like that one. Yeah, that's your 3rd and 15 now. You want to get 2 more stops, get the get the ball back into Nate's hands and get a little victory formation at this point, keep everybody healthy. Oh, squows down on him, and
there's a sack. Big loss. And he's brought down by
Landon Perkins with the sack.
4th
great
sack of the night.
Great pressure there by the defense as they both kind of came in from the edge, and this time it was Landon's turn to get in on the fun and get himself a sack.
4th and a mile, and out comes the punt team for Brighton. Evan Price. Back to receive it is Cook.
Is that like a 10-yard sack?
10-yard
loss?
Huge loss.
Heels are on his end zone here as he's trying to kick it. It's a short punt. Short punt, bounced over to the Ridgeline side.
Pretty nice roll.
Got a favorable roll for sure, starting on the Ridgeline 42-yard line. So yeah, I really, I think my good buddy, I'm not gonna say Cinnamon Bear, Dave Simmons was sending me the Perry power pick, and I think it had Ridgeline by 3 points in this game, and I think it moved to like just over 4 points in this game, and everybody predicted this to be a lot closer than it was.
Well, a complete performance by Ridgeline. Low snap, quick handoff, it's met and tackled.
Okay, you got
behind the line of scrimmage.
Looks like Crew Cox is in the game, and you've got still got Cade Barrett out there. We've got, I think, Brock Merkley, Jet Jensen. Try to get some of these names in. Sorry, Grady Dustin, Hayden Miller out there in receivers.
Snap taken, quick handoff, and he's brought down at the line of scrimmage.
I believe that was Hudson Perry with that one. Yep.
Brought down by Caleb Fa'otoa. And that'll do it. Clock is going to run out on this one. Freestone Field sees a shutout by Ridgeline. 41-0. 3 touchdown catches tonight by Graham Livingston. 2 were recorded tonight by Hunter Knighton, and a rushing touchdown is put in by the quarterback, Nate Dolly. Both Dolly and Livingston climbing the charts on the all-time list tonight on their way to a dominant, jaw-dropping 41-0 victory over a team that was in the semifinals of the 5A state championship last year.
Yeah, I think mission accomplished. They came down, made a statement right there for everybody. There's a reason they're ranked first in 4A right now.
And Brighton, they go down to 1-2 on the season. They head down to take on Crimson Cliffs on the road next week. That is 3-0 now for Ridgeline, and their next matchup is at home against Mountain Crest.
Yeah, that's always going to be a fun game, and the Riverhawks are glad to be back home after 2 road games. They're ready to play at home again, and I think you didn't want me to tell you this, but I think this game was being watched at Ridgeline's home field, and they had the student body out there, and they were all at home watching a great ball game, and I know the fans at home on the field enjoyed this one for sure.
Well, we appreciate you coming in and joining us for tonight's game.
I'm going to give you some final scores here.
Give some final scores.
I got 42 for Mountain Crest and Logan 7. There's 10 minutes left in that game. It might be final by now. And then Green Canyon blocks an extra point with 40 seconds left. They lead Pleasant Grove 13-12.
Oh, wow.
And then Spanish Fork and Skyview are tied at 17 with 6 minutes left in the fourth. But yeah, if I get more of those, I will. I If I get more of those before we get off the air, I'll let you know. Oh, you're back on this cam. I should probably
Well,
not
they
be standing up.
unplugged the flag, the field cam, so I had to go onto this one so that there was something to look at.
I have a face for radio, so
Hey,
I wasn't planning on that.
don't
I
worry.
would have done my hair a little different
That's
tonight.
all right. So, hey, let's do a quick recap of the scoring for the evening. So tonight, 5 touchdown passes by Nate Dolly, and he ran one in. It was an excellent performance by the experienced senior.
Yeah, it was. Like we said time and time again, the offensive line was giving them time. They're rushing 3 and gave Nate plenty of time back there to kind of assess the field and survey and getting into those tight windows as we saw here with Graham towards the end and catching that one, breaking 3 or 4 tackles to get into the end zone. All around fun game to watch. As explosive as the offense is, you can't say enough also about how strong the defense played with the pressure on the quarterback and a team that ran the ball super strong last week and had, how many touchdowns did he have last week running the ball?
He had 4.
4. And to hold a good team like Brighton to 0 on their home field. You've traveled back-to-back weeks and long traveled, Park City and now down to Brighton. Those are long road trips on a Friday afternoon, and the boys came ready to play tonight, and they showed it on all aspects of the game. And really one tipped interception by Nate, the other one, Nate, and the other one kind of into a tight window into tight coverage, which Nate's used to throwing into. Other than that, and a few penalties here and there, they played a really good balanced game, both offensively and defensively.
Yep. So, and that's that. There are going to be a couple things to build on, a couple interceptions, and then they did get stalled. I mean, this could have been a 48-0 game. They did get stalled at the 1-yard line once.
Yeah, absolutely. So overall, I mean, they're going to feel really good about going home tonight on that long bus ride home and enjoying this victory. But I can guarantee you, even over the Labor Day holiday, they're focused and ready to go for Mountain Crest next week.
And okay, so let's do one final just rundown. Scoring was opened up by Knighton. Hunter Knighton scored seam pass that went right up through the middle, was wide open, and it was an easy score, got things going. PAT was good on that one. Livingston had a hitch and go, went deep, long pass, scores a touchdown on that. Nate Dolly, naked bootleg, walks it into the end zone. That made the score 21-0 early in the second quarter. Then Livingston had a screen pass that he was able to catch and work his way in from 25 yards out for a touchdown. The PAT on that one was blocked. It was 27-0 at halftime. In the second half, only 2 touchdowns scored. The first by Livingston on a great catch, and lastly, and a great finish after that catch, right? I mean, the yard after catch by Livingston on that was wild. 4 or 5 broken tackles.
Yeah, that was one of my funner plays to see tonight of how much contact he had. And I mean, I was trying to count as he was going, and bodies were laying on the turf as he was running into the end zone there. But I counted at least 4 to 5. I won't say 6 to 7, but 4 to 5 that broke tackles there on his way to the end zone. And it's that speed, and he's a hard one to bring down in the open field for sure.
And then lastly, Hunter Knighton finished off the scoring with a catch that happened late. Dolly had time, and he danced around. Eventually some pressure finally got to him after about 10 seconds. Lobs it high into the air. Knighton does a good job to high point it, and then not only that, finish it and get into the end zone.
Yep, that's trusting your receivers to go get those balls and bring them down. And like I said, he kind of backed up into the end zone and got a touchdown out of that one too. So
Braxton Perry goes 5 for 6 on the PATs tonight, and that gets us to 41 points for Ridgeline, 0 for the Brighton Bengals. Well, partner, I mean, a complete. What else can you say? I mean, we just did a lot of talking about that offense, but the defense did all they could to take away the Utah High School Player of the Week.
Yeah,
Judah Valley came in here as like the guy, the sophomore who was going to be.
You just unplugged us. Everything else is, you just unplug all of our stuff.
Well, I'll do.
What if I got it turned back on here?
I'm just gonna be
This Ridgeline Riverhawks broadcast has been a presentation of 104 Point Cache Valley Daily, made possible by the Cater Shop, Advanced Heating, Castalight, Rio Brazilian Steakhouse, Cache Valley Auto Care, IT Advisors, DD Auto Salvage, Great Basin Graphic, Auto Collision, Napa Auto Parts, Young Automotive, and Cache Valley Daily. Catch galleries of Cache Valley Daily.com.